So assignment 4 is going to be requiring you to program using Turtle Graphics. Before watching the video further, you must be sure what percentages mean and what this assignment requires you to do. So do the following. Read the assignment handout, which is this document, which is on D2L. And if you are not entirely sure what percentages are, watch the video regarding percentages. So let me tell you the more tricky aspects of this assignment. I don't think it is a trivial assignment. It's going to require you to plan quite a bit. So this program is going to ask for some numbers from the keyboard. These numbers include a window width and height, which you will use to draw this box, and the other piece of information regards the number of people who choose certain colors. There are 4 colors: red, green, blue, and orange. How many people chose red? How many people chose green, blue, and orange? So these are read in by the program. So these numbers can all change from execution to execution. And what you need to do is produce a bar chart that shows the number of, or the relative number of people who chose red, green, blue, and orange. So this is actually the percentage values. So in this example, 10% of the people chose red. So this box is proportional to 10. 20% chose green. So this box is proportional to 20. Then this shows the choice of blue. How many people, what percentage of people chose blue, and finally this for orange. So the height of this window is going to, the full height is going to represent 100%. So 40% would be 40% of this window size. So if somebody, so you have to do that calculation. Depending upon the window height and the percentage, you should have the box drawn appropriately. So that is one tricky aspect. So you have to know what percentages mean, and then how to use that to find out how many pixels you have to have for each one of these bars. The other thing is, each one of these bars has to be 1/5 of the width of the box. That is, the width of each box has to be 1/5 of the width of the entire box. That accounts only for 80% of the width. The rest 20% should be distributed evenly between the 3 spaces. So that is another thing. So there is actually sufficient code in the lab in lecture 4 and the example that we will be covering in lecture 4 to get you started, but there is some original thinking that you need to do, just like any problem that you are going to get. You can't expect the same problem to repeat. So this problem is going to be different. So the first thing you have to do is understand what percentages are, understand what this assignment is asking you to do, and then address the issue of how you are going to divide the remaining space evenly among the 3 spaces here, and how you are going to draw the height or determine the height of each of these boxes. so that the total height is representing 100%. So this is actually 40% of that height. The other thing you need to, the other aspects is you don't need to submit any test data for this particular assignment, but you need to submit pseudocode. But if you start going into the detail of the program, it is going to be very tedious and totally worthless. So you should submit the pseudocode at such a level that it is useful for you to write the program, and it is useful for me to understand how you approached the problem and how your design works. So it should be at the right amount of detail, not too detailed so that it is more like a Python program. It should not be that. And it should not be at such a high level that you cannot use it in a meaningful way to write your program, and I don't understand how you approached the problem. So it should be as a sequence of steps, but the steps should be at sufficient detail